First thing we're going to do is make sure that the firearm is empty and is safe to handle. Always assume every firearm is loaded. It's empty there, nothing in the chamber. For this cleaning project, I'm going to use one rod, one pad holder, one 9mm barrel brush, a nylon brush. I have my tub of hops I use for dipping and soaking parts. I'm going to be using some Q-tips. When I put it back together, I will be using my needle oiler using Safari Charlie's. Alright, so what we're going to do is go ahead and take the gun apart. I'm going to bring the hammer back so it's easier to bring the slide back. Put it in the locking position. And in this firearm, go ahead and push the button on this side. This lever goes down, holding on to the slide, release, and the slide comes right off. So we're going to put this to the side for the moment. Alright, what we're going to do is take the slide apart, pull the guide rod out, pull the barrel out, do an inspection. There's some buildup here and here. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is dip my pad in the hops, and I'm just going to run the pad through at one time. You never want to run the pad backwards through the barrel. And just put all the grime. It's kind of like mopping a dirty floor with a dirty mop. And what I'm going to do is just let that soak in there for a few minutes while I do some touch scrubbing. I'm going to dip it into my hops just a little bit. And all I'm doing, because I'm going to be using the ultrasonic machine, is just doing some cursory cleaning just to kind of break some of the gun cup. I've put about, I don't know, 400 rounds since the last time I cleaned. A lot of people will say you can go more than that, but okay, this is plastic. It's not really dirty. I just wipe it down with a cloth. I'll go ahead and dip a little bit right here. Now I'm just going to let that soak for a few minutes while the ultrasonic machine finishes heating up, and we'll be back. Alright, so it's been a few minutes, so I'm just going to wipe off the excess hoppies off of it, the parts. So now what we're going to do is put these parts in the ultrasonic cleaner. So while those parts are in the ultrasonic cleaner, I'm just going to brush the lower off of my Beretta. Just do a little dipping right here. I'll brush right along the edges. Flip it over. This is pretty standard with any semi-automatic. If you're going to do a deeper cleaning, then you would take the grips off. Now, if you keep up with your cleaning and actually do it on a regular basis, doing this part especially is not that big of a deal. This is where one of the places the Q-tips come in. So what I do is just run right along here. And as you can see, it's nice and black. As you see, I'm just hitting on the main areas. You don't want to dig in. You don't want any of the Q-tip left over. Okay, so the ultrasonic cleaning is done on the Beretta 90-2. What I'm going to do is just do a very small drop of oil right where metal comes to metal. Any grooves. Always try to let gravity help you. These needle Oilers really help keep from having too much oil in one spot, because you really don't want to over oil. Now what we're going to do is on the slide is I'm going to stand it up like this, and I'm going to put the needle at the top of the groove, put a drop in, and it'll slide all the way down. Same way on this side. Like I said, anywhere that's got metal on metal, mainly the grooves, I'm going to go ahead and put it back together. What we're going to do now, put the guide rod and the spring in. Helps if you do it right side. And I'm going to do the same thing on the lower with the oil. Just a very light drop right where the slides meet. Probably even less on this particular gun. There we go. Go ahead and put the slide back on. Make sure that oil's in there good. Works good. Decocker works. Put the empty magazine in. Pull the slide back. Locks into position as it should. Take the magazine out. Release the slide. Activate the decocker. And the Beretta 90-2 is now clean. I'm just going to clean up any excess oil that might be laying about. And cleaning project on the 90-2 is complete.